I'm Anil Kumar, and here is a review question on applications of trigonometry. We're trying to understand height, distance problems, and we are combining them with angle of elevation. The question here is, two trees are 100 meters apart. From a point midway between them, the angle of elevation to their tops are 12 degrees and 16 degrees. How much taller is one tree than the other? So that is the question for you. So first and foremost, sketch, right? So let's make a quick sketch and let's say these are the two trees, right? So one will make taller, okay. So these are the two trees for us, okay. Somewhere midway, you are standing here and the angle of elevations is, okay, so let me first draw the lines and wherever they intersect. We'll go with that, right? So this I like, kind of, okay. So that is how it is. And in this particular situation, what we have here is that the angle of elevations is 12 and 16. So taller tree will have more, right? So it will be 16 here degrees and 12 there. Okay. Now, how much taller is one tree than the other? That is the question. How much taller, right? So to find how much taller, we should draw a horizontal line from the shorter tree. Okay, so like this. Okay, so these two lines are parallel for us, correct? That is kind of question for us. Now we need to find the answer. How much taller the trees are. Now what do we know here? We know one thing, that the distance between these two trees is how much? Which is 100, right? 100 meters, okay. So 100 meters. Let me write 50 here first now. 50 and 50, that is half of the distance, and total is 100 meters. Perfect. So we have a distance of 100 meters between the two trees. Midway will be 50. So that is midway. Perfect. Okay, now what? Now I think you know how to do it. So you can pause the video, answer the question, right? That is how you should be doing it. So let us say height of one tree is A, the other tree is B. And tan ratio, correct? So we say tan of 12 degrees should be equals to A over 50, and then we know tan of 16 degrees is B over 50. Perfect. Now A is equal to 50 times tan of 12, and B is equals to 50 times tan of 16 degrees, right? We basically want to find the difference. So we say B minus A is equals to 50 times tan of 16 minus 50 times tan of 12 degrees, right? So let's put degrees elsewhere, which I can take 50 common, right? So we have tan of 16 degrees minus tan of 12 degrees, right? So it's very interesting to see that if we are working from midway point, then that is the kind of relation which we'll get, and this is kind of a general solution which you could use, right? So now we'll say, let's find difference, which is tan of 16 minus tan of 12, right? And then we'll multiply this difference by 50 to get the height, which is 3.709. Okay, so we get this difference is 3.709, and it has to be in meters, right? So that is how you are going to solve this particular question, right? Now that's easy. I think you've understood the whole method, right, to do it. So this is a question I solved for you, and as usual, here's a variation to the question. Okay, the variation is that this point P was midway. Now, and let us say the trees are A and B. Let's call them A and B just to make my question simpler, right? And let us say the point P is such that PA is to PB is, because we have a number like this, we'll say 2:3. Do you understand? So now the question is that point P is such that PA is to PB is 2:3 instead of midway. So what I'm changing here is from a point, I'm changing midway, right? Between them, from a point P. Between them, the angle of elevation to their tops is 12 and 16 degrees. I'm keeping everything same, but this point P is qualified now with something extra. It's not the mid value now, okay? So point P is such that it is from here to, the ratio is 2:3. You understand? That is what it is. Or, well, otherwise you can say PA over PB is equals to 2/3. Now, that is the relation of the distance of this point P with respect to A and B. Now, still I have kind of similar situation, let us say. I don't know whether you're going to get the right answer or not, or meaningful answer or not, since I didn't really work on that. But now find the difference in the trees. Okay, or should I change the question the other way? Because it is just possible that if I move this, you may not get, okay, anyway. So that is the question for you. So now the question is that two trees are 100 meters apart from a point P such that PA is to PB is 2:3. That's the distance ratio. Okay, so the question, let's read it again. Two trees are 100 meters apart from a point P. Between them, the angle of elevation to their tops is 12 degrees and 16 degrees. How much taller is one tree than the other? And remember, P is a point such that PA is to PB is 2:3. Okay, so that is what the question is. I hope you got it, right? Okay. Or what I'm trying to say here is, let me just say, okay, I think that's okay. So let this be the question for you now. Try to solve this question and let us see if it works for you. And also find a general formula so that if I changed my question and I write if PA is to PB is N is to M, okay, let me write that question now. So this is question 1, this is question 2 for you. If P is to PB is N is to M, then write what is B minus A general formula. Okay, so this is our final question, right? So try these questions out and see how it works for you. I hope that helps. Thank you and all the best.